So I posted about this Blackstone grill. I didn't get notifications as to whether I got replies. I asked if anybody else has ever used one before. But I'll tell you what, this is probably the best grill I've ever owned. It's got this smoker here. I took off the safety guard for the pellets so that I can stir them up with my hands safely. The auger that sucks them down is like right there, so you just kind of lightly stir them towards the auger. But I've got it set at 190. I'm smoking a couple of New York strips and some pork. We had 2 New York strips left from a cow we had processed a while back. And, you know, it's got this fold down, basically workbench thing, work table. You know, you put easy access to the propane tank. And then it's got the flat top, which you can sear everything in and cook this. You sear it, you put the smoke in, you can stir fry your vegetables, get them, pour them over the meat and so on. I gotta be honest, it's got so many things to hold utensils. It's crazy. There's 3 on the front and 3 on the side, and they're sturdy. It's just nice. You got this for all your seasonings and stuff. Don't keep them under there though. On the storage shelf. That storage shelf is too close to the smoker box, which is right there, and it'll melt them. A couple of them got melted, but I'm telling you, the pellets are about 12 bucks for a big huge bag like that. We bought some when we got the grill. It's like a combination of like 4 or 5 different smoke pellets, and I'm just letting them smoke up there. Then they're going to go down here. It's got a grease tray that slides down to that little bucket you see there. There's a grease tray catch where you clean off the cast iron griddle through that port in the back there. And then you've got to treat it with we just bought the name brand from the company, but you can use stuff like Bacon Up, and even if you don't have either of those, you can just use vegetable oil. It's not great, but it's a good start until you can get one of those. But yeah, I just thought I'd make a quick video on it. It's super easy to use. Just follow the instructions. You know, you just prime it. You use this to switch back and forth between functions. You just prime it, hold down the button for a few seconds till you hear the pellets dropping. Let it heat up with the lid open. The initial puff of smoke comes out. And then you close the lid, let it heat up to, 350, 400. And then to smoke it, you just set it. This goes down to at least 180 at the lowest. I usually set it to like 190-ish, and it tends to create more smoke here and there. Then you can just crank it up with the temperature. You just push this in and crank that up here. That's your internal. That's what you want it set to. And it even comes with these meat temperature thermometers. It only came with 2. There's 4 ports, but you can see you just got these little safety things you pop off here, put back in when you're not using them. Well, somebody didn't pop it back in, but you can use those, and it reads out right on the screen what the meat's at right there on the right. You can hook it to Wi-Fi. Your phone will notify you when it hooks up, when it's like to the temperature that you need, so you don't have to be like hovering around it all the time. There's a nice little access port here to put the meat temperature gauge through, and you can temp everything in there. So I got to run the wife to work. My kid's going to keep an eye on it. I'm going to be gone for about 5-10 minutes. Then, I'm going to come back, crank that temperature up, drop those down from the top down to the bottom, down here on this cast iron griddle, and then boom, we're good to go. It'll start cooking, and then you just sear it on that side. You can even come out and make omelets and everything in the morning or whatever. My kids tend to do that. Heat up your lunch on that side. It's already probably smoked if you're using this to cook it. But anyway, I mean, it's just really nice. They sell accessories too for cooking eggs and like covering like vegetables so that they steam or whatever. There's accessories, but they're a little pricey. So you could probably just get by with what you got at home, metal bowls for that or whatever. Just use mitts to get it off, stuff like that. But honestly, probably the best grill. No, not probably. This is the best grill I've ever owned, that we've ever owned. And it's worth every penny. You don't have to get this big one. This is just what they had it was our anniversary. We chose to get married because we met on on Memorial Day, so we thought it would be, you know, awesome if we got married on Memorial Day as well. And here we are. You can't find anywhere to eat or anything, so we were like, you know what, we need a new grill. Let's go get that. It was my wife's idea, actually. And this is the one they had in. This is one of the more expensive ones. This one cost about $1,400, but I'm telling you, it's worth every penny. If you like smoked food, you like that natural smoked flavor, this is it. This is the one. And then you seal it in and sear it with that, and you can cook your sides on there. You can even cook macaroni sides or whatever on there if you want to. It's not gonna hurt anything. I'll probably be doing that in a little bit here. But yeah, I just figured I'd make a video, kind of show you how it works. Then when you're done, you just push this in, roll over to this, push shutdown, you let it go through its shutdown cycle. There's a switch on the back of the box, you turn that off, and then you just unplug it. If you got a little bit of pellets, too many pellets left in the pellet box, like you see in there, you just go ahead and you try to scoop those out or whatever. There's an ejection door in the back. You can see where I accidentally didn't realize they'd eject like they did, and there's some pellets I got to clean up on the floor still. But you can just inject them into a bucket like that, and then just pour that bucket into there as you need them. Just cool little thing about it. And then that way, you know, because we're going to keep ours in the garage. We have a covered porch, but even with our grills always get beat up, even with a cover on the grill. Just the, you know, extreme cold, snow hitting that, soaks through the cover a lot of times. So in the garage, we can also use it in the winter. It's highly suggested that you leave a big ventilated area, obviously, because of the smoke, propane fumes, things like that. But yeah, I just figured I'd make this video, let you see how it works, let you see that the way that it functions or whatever. And maybe you want to research into one of these and check it out. There's also Weber makes these. Blackstone, I guess, is one of the better ones. Like I said, this is what they had. Really nice. Anyway, guys, there you go. Blackstone grill, smoker, griddle. That's how it works. Have a good day.